us. Really excited about all of them. They got really great stuff. We also have 3 females on the lineup tonight, which is a world record for us. I think there's more females that have been in, or that are in here right now than have ever been in here before at the same time. So, Women's History Month, hell yeah. Like I said, I'll be hosting. I'm just going to go over a few ground rules at the top, and then we'll get into the funnier people. First and foremost, I mean, like I said, this is a free show, so if you guys can, drop some tips in the tip jar up at the bar. This tip jar is for the comedians here, so either one, if you like a joke, feel free to come up and put something in there. That goes straight to the comedians. I don't take any of it. We just split it up between all of them that are here. And again,
can we take it out if it's not funny?
Yes, Ralston, you can do that, absolutely. Take it out and I'll just rip it up right in front of you. No, you can wait till the end, you know. And you know, if you see something funny enough, I expect a $100 bill coming out of your pocket tonight, though. With that hat on, I mean. There we go. And secondarily, don't talk to the comics. So thanks, good segue. I'm just kidding. Yeah, don't talk to the comics when we're up here unless we talk to you first. You know, we all work really hard on what we're doing here, so we like to try to keep it, keep it focused. Try to keep the table talk to a minimum if we can, because we all work really hard on our craft, and we want, time. Is anybody celebrating anything tonight? You can talk to me right now. I talked to you first, so I know that's confusing. Gaslighting you.
Start of March Madness.
Start of March Madness. That's perfect. That's a segue into one of my jokes, Chris. Looks like I planned it. March Madness is really interesting because it's one of those days where you feel like drinking before noon is okay. I have like 2 friends that are at bars right now that have been there for 7 hours already. They're just pounding beers. Something about March and all the holidays just call for drinking during the weekday, during the day. I just wonder how many people are at bars this afternoon with their laptop up on the table, just really hoping they don't hit the video button and their boss is like, "What the fuck are you doing?" "Boss, I'm 6 beers deep watching VCU. I love March Madness. It is fun. It is really hard to get anything done when I have another monitor right next to me and I'm just watching basketball games while I'm on calls. And they're like, "Hayden." I'm like, "What?" 7260, I don't know, boss. I love doing this show. I really, really love doing this show for a lot of reasons. One of them is it really sticks with you because you're gonna smell like it tomorrow. I spent a lot of today just thinking about which clothes I don't want to wear for a few weeks because I gotta hang them up, let them air out for a while. So even if you don't have fun, you're gonna remember the show tomorrow, whether it's just from the smell on your clothes or some funny jokes. So I actually was talking to a comic last night that I introduced myself and we were talking and I said, "Yeah, I actually host a show now." And he said, "Oh, the cigar one, right? I've heard about that show." And I said, "Yeah, the cigar one. If you ever want to do it, reach out to me. We can get you on." And he said, "Yeah, cigars are a little bit triggering for me. I had a step grandpa when I was a kid." "So your grandpa was a whore? What does that mean?" And he said, "Yeah, I had a step grandpa and he smoked cigars all the time. And he smelled like it, like crazy, and cigar fingers, little nubby cigar fingers." So he said it's really triggering for me because we'd go to my grandma's house, me and my brother, and we'd knock on the door, and he'd look through the people and go, "Who is it?" He'd be like, "It's us, Grandpa," or step grandpa, I don't know what he called it. And he'd open the door, and he'd go, "You can't come in." And he's like, I hated it because he smelled like cigars, he was a dick to me. The whole time he was talking, all I could think of, what a little bitch. Like, just man up, right? Cigar smoke's not that bad. But it is triggering for a lot of people, I think. It's really interesting. It triggers a lot of people's memories, from past things and whatnot. So, I recently, I was thinking to myself, like, do you guys think hurricanes are going to start being named like they were named by some of these Gen Z parents in the future? Like, last year we had Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton, right? Those are really old school traditionalist names. In 2040, is there going to be some guy at the top naming hurricanes crazy names like Mackenzie and Hurricane Precious with an SH? Like, people didn't take evacuation orders seriously enough last year when those massive hurricanes were going to make landfall. Imagine some boomers watching the news and is like, he hears, Hurricane Mackenzie is going to make landfall next week. You better you better evacuate. It's gonna knock down your house. The boomer's gonna be like, I'm not leaving. The hurricane probably doesn't even work 10 hours a week and loves TikTok. And then, don't even get them started when they hear about non-binary hurricanes. Hurricanes are becoming non-binary now. I can hear the news story will be like, Hurricane Precious is going to make landfall next week. They are a nasty one. I can hear my dad being like, they? I was okay when hurricanes were only named after women. But if hurricanes are non-binary now, how are our kids these days going to know about how much damage a woman can do to a man's life in a matter of days? I was like, Dad, are you and Mom getting divorced? What the fuck? All right, we're going to get the show kicked off and get it moving, y'all. Again, thank you all for coming out. We're going to have a really great time. This first comic coming to the stage, one of my favorites. He's been doing it in Grand Rapids, been around for a very long time. Please put your hands together for Stu McAllister.